Michele Fibre Artist, and I live in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. I was encouraged by a fellow fibre artist. I got tired of working from patterns and doing repeats, and just I wanted to do something different, and I think my first particular landscape, which is what I tend to work in mostly, or landscapes, was from a pattern. And you can buy what they call landscape fabrics, and using that, and then over time you just start experimenting on your own. I'm probably about 10 years. I do believe it is to show the differences in our country. There was a call for entry, and I was encouraged by that same fibre artist, and I entered and was mildly surprised to have been accepted. I tend to take sketches and photographs when on the road, as I am the passenger. And so this is one of the places that we passed, or a combination of different places that you see in the prairies where there's lots of dead trees and so on. So it's my vision of different parts of the prairies where it may appear flat, but in reality, it's really not. Yes, I'm working on one for another Fibre Art Network exhibit that will come up in 2022, and that's all right now, as well as I've gotten back into doing some weaving.
Oh, cool.
My piece is called Hope Is, and throughout the piece, on each color represents a kind of hope. So for example, this orange, it says hope is youth. Here we have hope is optimism. Down here, hope is renewal, hope is stability, and so on. So each color represents a different hope that I have for our world, the future, and now, and I think this is a very timely exhibit for what's happening around the world right now. Hi, I'm Jaynie. I'm a member of Fibre Art Network. I've been a member of the group for about 7 years, and I'm really, really happy to have this show come to Weyburn. It makes me so proud. The idea was conceived by 2 of our members to have the red ribbon running through every single piece, just to show how we're all connected. Different ideas about what we hope for. We're all connected in this world. This is my piece. It's based on addictions that afflict close family members. It's the most personal piece I've ever made. I've got, in the background, I have words written, positive ones on the top, and they're more hidden in the back here, more negative ones you associate with addictions. The addictions that affect my family members, and ever hopeful that they'll come out on the other side healthy and strong. I looked through my fabric stash to find the appropriate color, and I just started experimenting of ways to make them. And when I made 1 or 2, they turned out pretty darn realistic looking. My husband, who was the smoker, looked at them, and yeah, he had to turn away. They're white spaghetti strap I made for the cigarette part and just wrapped around fabric, glued it, and then I put black marker on the end where the ash was, just, you know, you gotta have the black stub, so that's how I made the cigarette butts that don't stink. I've always enjoyed sewing, and when an exhibition was brought here to the Alley Griffin maybe 15 years ago by Martha Cole, it was a light bulb going off in my head that, oh, I can use my sewing machine to make art. It had never occurred to me before. That was the start. At the moment, I'm making little postcards, and I've also got pieces in my drawer to put together that I made during the shutdown. That is going to be my chronicle of the situation.
Right.
This one, why this one, whatever, has caught my attention is basically because I have a difference of opinion. And that's okay. This one disturbs me, and that's okay. But I love what she's done artistically. It's beautiful. I would say it's snow-dyed fabric. She's cut up little bits of greens and golds and extensively stitched them, covered it up with a shear and then stitched it on for grass. It's beautiful. She's done a beautiful job of the applique there, and this particular artist lives in Alberta, so I can understand her feelings about it. Just because it's beautiful was my first impression. It's just beautiful. And when you get up close, there's so much to see. She's got an outline of a soldier stitched in here that's just a shadow figure. Her fabrics are, I'm guessing it's a snow-dyed fabric that she's pieced to make. There's a cross that's there. I mean, the lilies are gorgeous. It looks like they're maybe a commercial fabric. There's the hand stitching in there. It's from a distance, it's beautiful image, and up close, there's just so much more detail. That's a beautiful piece. Okay. I'm drawn to this particular piece because I love color, and there is much use of color. I'm not sure whether I see this as a ladder going up or coming down, but there seems to be faces in each of these shapes, and you'll notice there's some beading, lots of beading on it, a lot of hand stitching. From what I can see, I would think that most of the fabrics are commercial fabrics that have been used, but used to a very pleasing effect.